DECKED, the American-made in-vehicle storage system, is the ultimate in weatherproof, secure, and ergonomic storage, giving you full use of your truck bed. We've created this simple video to help guide your DECKED installation. To begin, and we can't say this enough, do not use power tools to install your DECKED system. To do this job, you will need the written directions, an adjustable wrench that opens to at least 1 inch, a 1/2-inch open-ended wrench, Phillips screwdriver, 3/8-inch socket, 7/32-inch hex wrench, and depending on your truck, you might need a T30 or T40 Torx driver or a 10mm open-ended wrench. And unless you're Hercules, you will likely need a buddy for a couple of the steps to help you get the system into the bed. The first thing you can do, which will save you time in the end, is to take a few seconds to get organized. Lay out the entire contents of the hardware box on a flat surface and organize the parts bags, grouping them by the numbered steps. Step 1. Assemble the driver's side deck half. If your deck is going to live outside, you will want to drill 3/8-inch drain holes in your ammo cans, as water can get into them, and this will allow them to drain. Lay out the cab side and tailgate side ammo cans for each side, approximating the length and width of your truck bed. The cab side ammo cans are tapered and narrower at the base than the tailgate end ammo cans. Take one C-channel and orient it such that the square hole is on the tailgate end, and loosely secure it to the 2 ammo cans using the provided hardware. Set the center vert on the floor. Position it so that the axle hole is at the tailgate end. Set the deck onto the ammo cans and the center vert. A handy sticker on the deck tells you which end is the tailgate end, marked driver's side. Secure the deck to the ammo cans using the corresponding hardware. Tighten the C-channel nuts and bolts once the deck is bolted to the ammo cans. Secure the driver's side deck halves at the center vert with the hardware provided. Step 2. Install the axles into the center vert and the tailgate ammo cans. Get these good and tight now, as it will make the wheel installation in Step 8 easier. Step 3. If your truck requires removing the factory tie-downs and installing custom deck brackets, this will be noted in Step 3 in your instructions if your vehicle requires it. Since we are doing the install demonstration on a Ram today, this is not necessary. Step 3.5. Install the driver's side deck half. Get a buddy to help you place the deck half into the driver's side of the truck. Once in position, use the J-hook hardware to secure the ammo cans to the tie-downs. Refer to the instructions for your make and model for the proper attachment hole bracket placement in the ammo can. Only loosely tighten J-hook nuts at this point. Step 4. Assemble the passenger side deck half. Once again, loosely attach the C-channel to the ammo cans with the square hole positioned at the tailgate ammo can end. Using the corresponding hardware, tighten the deck to the ammo cans and finish by tightening the C-channel nuts and bolts. Step 5. Get your buddy to help you slide the passenger side deck half into position and lock it into place along the center vert. Repeat Step 3.5, loosely securing the ammo can attachments to your bed tie-downs using the provided J-hooks and/or brackets. Now, connect the passenger and driver's side deck halves at the center vert with the hardware provided. Make sure you get them good and snug, but do not over-tighten the bolts. Center the system in the bed using the bed channels and ridges as reference. If your system is centered such that the center vert is centered on the ridges or troughs in your truck bed, you've installed the DECKED system correctly. Do not worry if the gap between the deck and the sidewalls of the truck are uneven. If this occurs, it's because your bed is not perfectly square. With the system centered in the back of your bed, tighten the J-hooks, but do not over-torque them. J-hooks are intended to keep your system in place and prevent it from flying out of your truck. There is no advantage to cranking them down and creating pre-tension stress on the system. Once you've centered your system and tightened the J-hooks, snap the cab side ammo can windows into place. Step 6. It's time to put your drawers together. Begin by installing the drawer corner brackets. Place the tube brace in place and secure with the corresponding bolts. Insert the axles through the wheels and tighten them in place. Install the L braces next. Each L brace has one round hole. The remaining holes are ovalized. Start with the round hole positioned at one end of the drawer. Proceed with the ovalized holes, tightening as you go. Finish by installing the drawer braces, screwing them into place, marking the matching dimples on the drawer edges. Skip this step if you plan on using decked D-boxes with your system, as drawer braces are unnecessary and limit the full range of possible D-box positions. Step 7. Now, here is the real IQ test. Take a deep breath, as the handle and springs are the only really tricky part of the install. Looking from the outside of the drawer, the spring arm must be pointing inwards. The base leg of the spring must be vertical, not horizontal in the cavity. Take the red spring and slide it up into place in the cavity on the right side of the handle slot. Once the spring is in position, slide the clevis pin into the hole so that it is holding the spring in place but not entering the handle slot. Repeat with the left side spring, which is silver, with the arm pointing inwards just like the right with the base leg vertical. With the decked logo facing you, grab the handle and slide it up into the recess, catching the spring arms on the way as you work the handle up into position. With the spring arms pressed into the notches on the front of the handle, slide the clevis pin through the handle hole and finish pushing it all the way through the drawer hole. Secure the clevis pin in place using the hairpin provided. Step 8. It's time to install the drawers. Carefully slide the drawer wheels into the wheel channels. Hold the drawer up as you slide it into the cavity so you do not scrape the L bracket's bolt ends along the vert wheel channel as you slide the drawer into place. Place a piece of 2-inch material, a piece of 2x4 or 2x2 works great, under the drawer to raise it to the proper height. An ammo can lid also works in a pinch. Take the axle bolts and your 7/32" hex wrench and thread the wheels onto the axles, gripping the opposite axle end with an adjustable wrench or 1/2-inch wrench to tighten down firmly. Take care not to cross-thread the axle bolts. Repeat until all wheels are in place tight. Now, install the weather stripping. Pay attention here. This is important. Make sure you install the wiper blades with the wiper blade pointing toward the driver. Installed properly, these keep your drawers dry and weatherproof. Put them on backwards, and you have just created a funnel for water into your drawers. Step 9. Now for the fun stuff. Install the bottle opener plate and the ruler skid plate. These both use small gauge screws, so only use hand tools and be careful not to over-tighten them. Once you've polished up the steel, crack your favorite cold drink and park it on the tailgate, and let the good times roll.